Hi, it's Tamara here from the EFT Training Centre, and I wanted to come in and share this very important information with you about EFT, because as you know, currently there is the virus going around, the coronavirus, and it's affecting huge numbers of us. But there's an even bigger virus going on at the moment, and that is the virus of fear. And I am on a mission to create an even bigger virus than that, and that is the virus of tapping in order to release the fear, because our mental health is as important as our physical health, and we need to take care of that. We need to take care of that for ourselves and for our children, because the stronger and more emotionally robust we are, the easier it's going to be for our children to cope with all of this. So there's a huge amount going on. Anxiety about the virus, anxiety about having to stay at home, keep our kids at home, having to entertain our kids. You're very welcome. Having to entertain our kids, and having, I don't know about you, but in England now, we have to stay at home. That includes the whole family. So for the next 3 weeks, we're going to have to be at home. And that means whether you get on with your family or not. And I know this is sad, but I can imagine there being quite a few divorces by the end of these 3 weeks, because, you know, kids that don't get on, families that don't get on, it can cause a huge amount of pressure. But it doesn't have to be like that, because with tapping, not only can you release your anxiety, your fears, your worries, perhaps, you know, not sleeping well at night because you're worrying, and then snapping and being impatient with the kids, all of that EFT can help with. But the most exciting thing about EFT, and I have to share this with you, is that on my Facebook page, which I can give you the details for afterwards, I have a clip from a coronavirus patient who was on board that cruise in Japan, and he actually used EFT in order to help him recover. So he was going to go on a ventilator, and he was able to increase his oxygen levels to the extent that he didn't need to go on a ventilator, and that was the start of his recovery. And in fact, I just got a message yesterday from a colleague of mine who's got the coronavirus, and she was watching my tapping videos to help her with the virus, and she said after watching 3 of my videos, she has actually stopped coughing. And I'm so excited. That's why I wanted to share this with you, because I think everyone needs to know this information. So I know some of you have seen me before here, but for those of you who don't, I want to tell you what EFT is. It stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. It's also known as tapping, and it's like acupuncture for emotions without the use of needles. It's very, very simple. You can do it with your kids, but this one's for you. And all you have to do is do what I say and do what I do and say what I say. And if you don't like what I do or say, then simply don't do it. But if you do it, then you agree to take responsibility for your own well-being. Now, with EFT, we are going to be touching our faces. So it's really important that you wash your hands beforehand, or you use some of your hand sand. So if you have to pause this video now and go and do that and come and watch later, that's absolutely fine. So, okay. So I'm going to be looking at the comments as well. So if there's something particular that's worrying you, I'll try and feed it into the tapping. Otherwise, I'm just going to use my own words and the kind of things that I'm familiar with some people being worried about. So side of the hand, it doesn't matter, either side's fine. Even though there's this incredibly weird situation going on. I've never experienced anything like it before, and it's scary. And I'm scared about not having enough food. I'm going to say the things that are happening in England. I don't know, you know, because it's hard to get access to food, especially if you have to stay at home. I find it hard to get access to food, and I'm worried about money, because if I can't go out to work, what's going to happen? And I acknowledge all of these feelings right now, even though I'm really worried about my finances, about my family, about our health, about the health of the vulnerable people in my family, about the people who are isolated and on their own right now. And I'm worried about how we're going to cope with all being in the same house at the same time for a long period of time. And I acknowledge all of this right now. Now we're going to tap through the points, starting with the top of the head. All of this anxiety, anxious about being ill, anxious about my loved ones being ill. So this is at the end of the eyebrow here, and then under the eye. Anxious about all of this. And I'm worried. And I'm scared. And I worry at night. So the next point is under the arm, on the bra strap. And I'm worried about the kids fighting and not getting on. And I'm frustrated because I don't know how to keep them entertained all day. And while juggling, working, it's exhausting and frustrating. And I'm scared. And it feels like I'm trapped in my own home. And I just want to get out. I've lost my freedom. I've lost access to the normal things in life. And it's so hard to comprehend. And I'm acknowledging all of this. And I'm noticing my feet on the floor right now. And I'm noticing my body in the chair. And I'm noticing my breath, just the way it is, and just the way it isn't. Because I want to feel calmer. And the only moment that really counts is this moment now. This moment. Sorry. This is the only moment that counts. So I'm acknowledging my breath, and I'm becoming more present with myself. And the more present I become, the calmer I become. And the calmer I become, the more I can think more clearly. And the more I think more clearly, the more present I can become with my children, and the better I can support them with their fears and their anxieties. So I'm acknowledging all of these feelings now, and I'm inviting in more trust, more ease, more peace, better health, vibrant health energy, super immunity energy for me and my family, for me, my family, my community, for all the people in my country and the world. And I'm open to the possibility of noticing the things that I'm grateful for right now. And just notice what you're grateful for in this moment. So right now in England we've got beautiful sunshine, and I'm very grateful for that. So just notice what's there for you right now. And breathe in that gratitude. As I breathe in gratitude, I breathe in more calm and more peace and more ease and more trust. And put your hands in the centre of your chest and say transform, and take a deep breath, transform. So please do repeat this as often as you need to. You can write in the comments how you got on, and I'll try and answer any questions that you have. But I'm committed to doing a daily tapping video every single day until I run out of steam during this coronavirus, in order to support as many people as possible, because I think that if we can create a virus of calm through tapping, that will help everyone. Oh, good. I'm so glad it felt so good. I'm so pleased it helped. So just repeat this as often as you can and share it with your friends. It doesn't have to be my videos, whatever you find about tapping, because I think it can really, really make a difference. Anyway, stay strong, lots of love. You're doing well, and take care. Bye.